toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The running back has it. Shows him the stiff arm. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The top 25, nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
To the air, it's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
A&M comes back out with another first down. To throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Norman. That's the 20. He's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's... in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggie. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught over the middle, it's Reynolds. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gonzalez.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's his second big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Steps away. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. And he's dragged down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Snap from the gun on third down. Looking to scramble. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the grab. It's Norman. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed that blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Lets it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On the play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Back to pass, it's Reed. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adapting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Reynolds. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Now sliding to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bussey. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark was.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Bussey. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting to first? The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Trying to get the corner. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Denmark. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Buys a little time. The throw. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Saunders. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they're living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Wilson. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll keep it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Under fire. Unleashes one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Uncorks one to the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford
And he makes the grab at the 20. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
The offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Texas A&M, 35.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense.
Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Norman. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
Oh, he wants it all. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead, like takes it the other way. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get...
He'll take a deep shot here. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. All business today for this ball club. They